This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global in Las Vegas. Huge fight week. Delighted to be joined by the one and only Paris Fury.
Yeah, somebody got that wrong a minute ago. I wasn't best impressed. They called me Paris Hilton.
Who called you Paris Hilton?
One of the guys from TalkSport. He clinched. He knew he'd done wrong.
Did you give him the look of death?
Yeah, just slightly. If stares could kill.
Oh. Am I wrong in saying you've got here a little bit earlier than normal? Is that right?
Yeah, because normally I come in like Thursday evening and just have like the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go home Monday. But somebody else booked the flights, and I've actually thought I flew on Thursday and found out a couple of days before it was Wednesday. So I'm a little bit earlier than usual, but we're here, I'm here. I've been bad from the house.
I was going to ask that, because last time I was in Vegas was the fight before Wallin was the Schwartz fight. You were in the house, so why have you been told you're not allowed in the house?
I don't know. Don't quite understand. No, I'm kidding. It's I think it's just the boys is all there. They've all said it's a serious fight. I don't think they realise that I've been here for 11 years and I understand the rules and regulations of nights before fights. So I'm just going along. But Tyson was happy enough for it, so I'm okay. I'm going to go back today and just chat to him, and then come back to the hotel and just chill with the girls.
Are you a distraction to Tyson in fight week, do you think? Like subconsciously, maybe not like openly, but is you being around a bit of a distraction for Tyson, would you say?
No, not at all, because I've always been there. He's won every fight whilst I've been there. So if I'm a distraction, I've been causing a problem for 11 years. No, it's not like that. If anything, I actually see him light up when I land. Sometimes he can be in a real mood before I get there, and then things change. But he seems happy enough, so I'm just going to go with the flow and see what happens in the next couple of days. But I think I've got it in my head that when he said, oh, you know what, I might just let you stay in the hotel, I thought, well, I'm just going to go with it, because I'm not going to be the one where he blames if anything goes wrong or if there's a problem or he just doesn't do something right. I'm not the blame for it. Blame all the other guys.
A bit different from obviously the last couple of fights in Las Vegas. The scale of this fight is as big as it's going to get or can get so far. So he looks like, from kind of the outside perspective, they've just kind of kept their team to their team and done their media, which they're required to do, but kind of just head down, let's get the job done.
That's exactly what it's been. That's what I've got the vibes of whilst I've been at home. Obviously, it's like a circus in Vegas. There's so many people wanting a piece of the action. And every other time Tyson's complied, but this time it's a serious fight. It's the biggest fight of the century, and he is taking it serious. So all being well, it'll go well on the night.
We saw kind of what a nervous wreck you were in LA a year and a half ago, kind of watching that fight and talking to us afterwards. How are your nerves going to hold up going into this? Will that be like a similar repeat from LA for you?
Yeah, I've been nervous for about a week and a half now. Nerves won't settle, feel sick, so it ain't going to change, and it's going to be it's horrible to watch. If obviously Deontay Wilder's a mega fighter, Tyson's a mega fighter, so they're the best in the world, so they give toe to toe, and it's hard to watch. So the nerves is there, and I know Tyson says you can't go swimming and not get wet. So with that, there's obviously going to be punches landed, and I've got to sit there and watch it. The rest of his family have as well, so it ain't nice to watch. Not looking forward to it at all.
And I suppose for you, regardless of who he's fighting, it is the same feeling. He's still going into the ring. It's heavyweights. Anything can happen. And I suppose the whole thing with Wilder being as dangerous as Wilder is that. But for you, it must just be the same feeling regardless.
It is. I mean, I've got to be truthful. Years ago, the fights was easier to watch because the opponents was at a lesser level. And every fight was easier to watch. These last ones, since Tyson's come back, every fight's a hard fight. And it's hard to watch. So like you say, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. When they're on a world level, if they fight in Tyson, they're good. So it's hard to watch.
Everyone's kind of obviously back home. There's a lot of people that have travelled here as well, anticipating this fight, because it is huge, isn't it?
It is. It's a massive fight. Everybody's so excited about it. I mean, I've got people coming at home telling me they're coming, and they've been 90-year-old, and you think, how are you getting there? But they said they ain't missing it. So obviously the full country's excited. I think there's like thousands of fans from the UK come over. I've seen a few of them wandering up and down the hotel. They're in a funny state, but they're here. They're here to support.
We've seen you in the dressing room before a fight, and you don't hang around kind of the dressing room. You literally come in, give Tyson a kiss and you walk straight back out. Is that kind of what you'll do this week as well?
Yeah, pretty much the same. I walk in, I'm sitting in the corner, I'm just there if he wants me. If he just shouts, Paris, where's Paris at? I'm there. And then I always give him a kiss before it's sort of ring time, before he warms up, and I go sit down and take my seat. I don't want to be there, I don't want to be a distraction, I don't want to be a problem. I don't think I am, but I don't want to be blamed for being it. So obviously, I try and keep a back seat.
So basically you're saying you don't want to be blamed. Hopefully it doesn't, but if it was to go wrong, you don't want to be blamed for that.
Because it's been stated this time that Paris should stay away from the house, so I'm telling you all, it's been stated by yous, so I'm just going to go with it. It's never been stated before. I feel a bit pressurised, see KUGAN, what they're doing to me. But I'm going with it because he said to me, look, I'm just going to concentrate. He said, don't come to the house. He said, come to the house through the day, but don't stop, and I'll see you on fight night. So I'm going to go with it.
Can I ask you, is that a team decision or is that coming from your husband?
I think that's a team decision, boys. I think we know what yous have said. So they've all said no women in camp, no women in camp. And somewhere I've come under the condition of a woman. But I am not just a woman. I am his woman, the woman. So I have full permission to go where I please and no one can tell me any otherwise. But I'm being polite and respectful of Tyson's wishes.
But you're just... Let me word this a different way. Saturday night, everything goes well. This all won't make any difference whatsoever.
No, of course not. It doesn't make no difference. It's all just been said, so I just want to let him go and do what he wants to do. And it's all about Tyson at the end of the day, so it's got to go the way he wants it to.
What's your plans for the rest of the day? Obviously, Thursday's still got the weigh-in tomorrow and then Saturday fight night, but what are you going to be doing then? If you're not kind of around this scene, I know you are today because he's doing a bit of media, but what are you doing?
No, I will be. I'll be with Tyson every day. Through the day, I'll be there every day. It's just at the night time, I'll just leave him sit and I'll let him sit with the boys.
I don't know. Is he finished? I don't know where he's going.
He's got a good bit of time up there. I think he's got about another 30 minutes.
The team has changed, obviously, from the last previous camps. How have you kind of seen that change? And I'm sure you've obviously been around with Sugar Hill at some point. And
actually,
yeah.
I just met him today. The first time I met him today. Tyson seen him before he started the training camp, and then it come back round. But I just met Sugar today, and it was nice to meet him. I'd obviously seen him in the camp. I've spoke to him. He spoke to the kids and things on FaceTime. But it's the first time I met him. But I've spoke to Tyson every day. He's been over the moon with the camp. He's been real happy. And everything's went well, like they all gelled well together, so that's good.
I mean, I did ask him about this the other day, and he kind of dismissed this, but there were kind of rumours that things weren't right in camp, and all this was put out in the media. But him, Frank Warren, Bob Arum have all said it's pretty much a load of rubbish.
No, Tyson spoke to me every day. He said the camps went really well. Everything's gone great. Sparring went well. The nutritionist has gone well. He's worked well with Sugar. I mean, obviously he worked with him before, and that's why he hired him in. So everything seems to have gone swimmingly.
All right, Paris. Well, listen, I appreciate your time. Remember, you're only allowed to do interviews with IFL.
Yes. How much you paying me then, KUGAN?
We can talk figures afterwards,
okay,
yeah.
That's good, that's good.
Because I see the kind of shopping you do just in your spare time and the designer brands that are associated with that. So it'll be a high...
It'll be a six-digit figure, at least. I heard you're worth 10 mil now, KUGAN.
10 mil?
Wasn't it 10 mil? I thought it was something like that on the internet.
No, it was 60 mil.
Oh, 60. Sorry, I'm insulting you. 60 mil. So you can pay me at least one mil.
I can probably do that. I can probably stretch to that. Now, that was if you type in my name and net worth, that's what comes up. Obviously, yes. It's a load of rubbish because I still put the magnet on the electric. So.
Yeah, I'd like to keep my name in. I bet it'll come up with some magic figures as well.
Type it in and see what happens. Honestly do it.
All right, I will do. Okay then, KUGAN.
Paris Fury, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we wish you all the best of luck this weekend.
All right then, KUGAN. Thanks a lot.